The fan-favorite, controversial, conservative Dr. Jordan Peterson appeared on Sky News Australia. The clinical psychologist sat down with Piers Morgan and made some claims regarding traits that women find attractive in men. And you know when Peterson talks, he backs it up with facts. In this video, we'll go over what he said. Oh, and of course, he received a lot of criticism. Let's dive in. First things first, let's hear what caught everyone's attention. This is not the first time Dr. Peterson has talked about the topic of attraction between humans. While sitting down with Piers Morgan, he stated that all the data suggests women like men who are strong and confident. And even Morgan agreed with Peterson, saying that most of the women he knows would side with this idea. The idea portrays a woman preferring a partner that is stronger and more confident. It is not even about Peterson, but it's about the studies and surveys that back his statement up. Studies that go back 50 years. The question that Piers Morgan asked was why Jordan Peterson is being vilified for those remarks. Peterson replied, suggesting that all the hate and criticism he received regarding his statements was mainly because they annoy women with narcissistic traits. He also added that all the negative reactions were because his remarks bother quite a few individuals who think there aren't any biological and cultural limitations about how people manifest their behavior. Additionally, Peterson believes that the reason behind the bad labeling is that his statement scares a lot of women, since many of them have never had a positive connection with a male in their lives. Moving on, why is this being labeled a problem? Putting it out there for you guys, considering how polarizing Peterson can get, this might get a little uncomfortable. Dr. Peterson believes that what's currently happening is that a specified sector of women confuse confidence with oppression. At the same time, Peterson believes that free speech only exists on paper. In practice, he believes he's scrutinized for the littlest of things. What Dr. Peterson thinks is that being labeled a villain for something that is neurologically and biologically true is dangerous for everyone, not just for young men who are told at every turn not to be themselves as their natural behavior might be considered toxic, but also for women who haven't had the chance to engage with someone confident and not oppressive. Something that might make women more attracted is a man with a superordinate position, but it might also be perceived as a woman simply getting under the man's sway, which in all honesty takes away the trust in that scenario, according to Peterson. Well, if there's no trust between two individuals, how is a relationship expected to flourish? Before this gets any more complicated, let's move on to something refreshing, shall we? Following up, what's confidence? Studies show that after asking 100 women what is the one quality they wanted in a man, the one answer that occurred the most was confidence. But what about being nice? Yeah, have you never heard the term nice guys always finish last? Well, we aren't telling you to be rude. Being a nice guy is usually generalized as being a pushover. We also aren't suggesting that being nice won't make women like you. It totally does account for something. As we've already mentioned, confidence is one of the traits that folks tend to find the most attractive. So what's confidence anyways? Not to be confused with arrogance or having an ego more than one can handle. Confidence is vaguely characterized as self-assurance. Just being comfortable with one's own self is what would count as confidence. And hey, women dig that. Nothing's better than a man who knows who he or what he wants. It's biological that women want to feel safer with their partners, someone they can depend upon. If a man is more confident, he will prosper in a relationship. Scientists say that confidence equals lesser focus on yourself. Coming up, what does confidence bring? Well, keeping in mind the proven facts, confident men are successful. Confidence has impacts that go beyond romantic relationships. Self-assured men have success in all aspects of their lives, and as a plus, women find confident men attractive. Additionally, confidence also helps you in your career. Women are biologically drawn to quote-unquote alpha males, as the saying goes. Science backs it up. Women prefer men who exhibit dominant behavior and have masculine traits, and as it is generalized, masculinity is reflected in confidence. It proves that a man is a capable and compatible companion. On top of that, self-assured guys pursue women. Confident men don't focus too much on their anxieties. They can thus approach ladies without hesitation as a consequence. Women feel more at ease as a result, and the relationship develops a sense of security. Women can let down their guard, open up, and receive love when that sort of relationship is established. What else? Confidence adds self-control. Confident men take control of their life rather than depending on someone else for happiness. This prevents them from attempting to pressure others into taking on that duty. This mindset is advantageous in a romantic setting as well. Why? Why? Because it allows males to be present with their partner at the moment. When creating a lasting relationship, being present is crucial. Being attentive helps you better control all your emotions, even the bad ones. According to Elizabeth Dorrance Hall, a well-known professor of psychology, attentive individuals are aware that emotions are temporary. According to Hall, our experiences come and go. Because they're aware of who they are, what they're experiencing, and how to control those feelings, confident men appear more appealing to women. Dr. Hall also says that a man with weak communication skills irritates their female clients more than anything else. You require a partner who can work well as a team since life presents numerous obstacles. When things are difficult, you need someone who will stick with you and be willing to weather the storm. Let's talk about how confident men are stronger. The pinnacle of masculinity is confidence. It conveys power, capability, and dependability. These characteristics provide people with a sense of security, which is crucial for women according to hormonal studies. Women also have faith that males are reliable. This gives them the impression that their connection has a strong basis for the long term. Low self-esteem and low confidence also go alongside one another. Anxiety and despair are more likely to strike a man who has low self-esteem. For women, emotional connection requires emotional safety. A guy cannot guard and provide in the same ways if he cannot manage his emotions. These are the two fundamental wants for women according to the majority of research conducted regarding what traits they look for in a partner. Again, we aren't making all of this up. There are countless years of research behind it. Not to mention, here are a few tips for building confidence. Keep your life's objectives and purpose in mind. What drives you? What makes you leap out of bed each morning with excitement? The first step to increasing your self-awareness is to discover your deepest motivators. You'll get more confident if you become more self-aware. It's critical to realize that you alone are responsible for your happiness. You cannot expect someone else to carry out your request. Everybody needs a passion and a goal that isn't related to romantic relationships. Consider having a spouse as the cherry on top of an already wonderful existence. You will be placing less strain on yourself and the people you encounter by adopting this approach. Establish realistic objectives. If you want to connect with more people, for instance, you can aim to meet 3 new individuals per week. Don't forget that they don't have to be romantic partners. However, developing your social abilities will help you feel better about yourself. Don't stop pushing yourself. Allow yourself to interact with individuals of varied origins and sorts. Your life will grow more well-rounded the more variety your experiences have. This relates to self-assurance. You'll feel more confident in yourself and your likability if you make new connections. You'll be able to engage with ladies in due time. No need to rush it. You'll grow to have reasonable expectations of both women and other people. Not everyone will get along with you. You will inevitably like certain people more than others. If your preferred flavor of ice cream is vanilla, do you become upset when someone says they enjoy strawberry? Conclusion: everybody has their tastes, and it doesn't necessarily make them better or worse than others. Lastly, a bonus tip. Appreciate each accomplishment. The secret to achieving any objective is to gain momentum, and to gain momentum, you must believe that you are moving forward. Consider your progress rather than how far you still have to go. If you aren't yet up to James Bond's level, try not to become irritated. Change takes time, but if you're dedicated to it, your confidence will eventually increase. Reflecting on and appreciating your success is empowering. You may rely on your prior triumphs to motivate you during rough times. In other words, keep trying even if you were turned down. Rejection frequently is more related to the other person than it does to you. That's a wrap for today's video. Do you folks also believe that women prefer confident men? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed. With that said, see you in the next one.